How to get started with infinite banking. Well, maybe you've heard of infinite banking and how by using the strategy, you can actually grow your savings while using the same money to buy or finance things and actually recover more money than what you spend. Now you're researching how to get started with infinite banking and what you need to get going with it and how to get the most benefit from it. Well, you've come to the right place. Aloha, I'm Stan Cox, principal broker and strategist with SC Finance Strategies and Insurance Consultants. I'm also the author of the books on the tax-free cash growth warehouse strategy, and I'm the managing director of the Hawaii Financial Freethinkers Academy, a nonprofit financial literacy education organization. For the past several years now, I've focused on and specialized in the infinite banking concept and the tax-free cash growth warehouse finance strategy. So if you find this video to be helpful, please like this video and subscribe to this channel. Also, please post your questions and comments here. First, now, like any other project, you need to have some goals in mind that you want to accomplish with this finance strategy. And then you need to have the right tools in order to complete your project. You can't hammer a nail with a pencil. You need the right tool, which for hammering a nail would be a hammer. The primary purpose of infinite banking is to become self-financing for the things that you buy. With infinite banking, you become your own bank owner and eliminate the financing fees. With infinite banking, you can also receive many of the benefits that commercial banks receive, such as earning high compounding interest, solid protection of your cash assets, and the ability to leverage your money to use OPM, other people's money. Certainly, infinite banking can be used and is fabulously effective as a personal sweep account to pay off credit debt and for financing monthly personal expenses. And it is especially valuable for financing business expenses, as there are additional tax advantages when used for business. It's also a great safety net account to use for investing and many other things. So, with your primary goals in mind, it's time to set up the account that you will use for infinite banking. This is the critical part, the tool we will use for our infinite banking tax-free cash growth warehouse. It is a participating whole life insurance policy that is designed for maximal cash value availability and growth. And we want a policy that has non-direct recognition on policy loans, so you can leverage your cash value without losing out on the continuing dividend interest growth. We also want our policy with a company that pays a higher compounding dividend interest than the simple interest it charges on the policy loans. And let me be clear on this. It is participating whole life insurance with a mutual company that is the right tool for infinite banking, not term and not universal insurance. Term never grows any cash value, so it is completely useless for infinite banking. Universal insurance, whether guaranteed, indexed, or variable, is also no good for infinite banking. We have other videos on this channel that discuss the differences and in particular why universal is not the right tool for infinite banking. So I won't go into any details here about that. The trickiest part about getting started with infinite banking is finding the right agent or insurance advisor to help you to get the right policy designed in the right way. You really want to work with a life insurance broker who is an expert in infinite banking and designing policies for the use of infinite banking. It's surprising to know that so few life insurance agents even know about infinite banking, let alone have any clue what companies to work with or how to design a policy for maximum advantage. It is really quite simple, but there are some basic criteria that need to be met for your maximum advantage. Basically, you want to find a life insurance broker who is not contracted with just one company and therefore obligated to sell that company's products. Your broker needs to be an experienced expert on infinite banking and policy designs. You want your policy to be with a mutual company that offers non-direct recognition policy loans and has a lower policy loan interest rate than the dividend interest they pay to their participating whole life policies. From there, it's all about the design of the policy. What I mean by design of the policy is that the policy needs to be built on a whole life base and then have cash rich riders built onto it. What I mean by cash rich riders is that the premium paid for the riders contributes significantly to your cash value of the policy. And that's what you use for infinite banking strategy. So you want that to be available to you to use and to grow quickly. The two main cash rich riders are one that increases the total death benefit and MEC limit of the policy at the lowest possible cost, and a paid up additions rider. Ideally, both riders will contribute the bulk of their premiums to your cash value. Whoever you work with, you'll want to have them show you a cash value projection for the policy that they designed for you. Unless you end up with a less than standard rating, your cash value should equal at least 50% of your first year's total premium for the policy. In most cases, my clients will have more than 60% of their annual premium available in their cash value the very first year. And the cash value grows by a greater percent of the annual premium every year, so that by the 6th or 7th year, the cash value is growing by a full amount of the annual premium, and the cash value is equal to or greater than the total amount of premium paid in by about the 10th year. Of course, the more cash you can stuff into the policy in the early years, the more and faster the cash value will grow for you. But it's not necessary to start up with a big policy or load in a large amount. My wife and I started with fairly small policies and only loaded in the minimal amount of paid up additions. But the compounding nature of the dividend interest has been just short of miraculous. I completely agree with Albert Einstein's statement that compounding interest is the 8th wonder of the world. You can start small and build up from there. You can add to your policy in later years, and you can even own multiple policies on yourself and other people. Here are the main advantages of the infinite banking tax-free cash growth warehouse strategy. Tax-free growth, fully protected. Tax-free distributions, no fees. Ability to recapture the money spent. Easy access for leveraging. No penalties. No interruption of interest earning. Guaranteed values, no downside risk. You have complete control. 200-year history of success. Tax-free income invisible to the IRS. No RMDs. Guaranteed financial protection for your loved ones with a tax-free financial legacy. I'm here to help you get started and to coach you along the way. All my contact information is and links to resources are below this video in the description box. If you find, again, if you find this to be helpful, please like this video and subscribe to this channel. Also, please post your questions and comments here. You have questions, we have answers. For a more complete explanation of the tax-free cash growth warehouse strategy, you can watch our free 60-minute webinar. The link is in the description box below. The link to buy my books on Amazon.com is also below. And if you'd like to book a free phone consultation with me, the link to my Calendly page is also below. If you'd like to apply to become a client of ours, the link to the application is below. We're here to help, and we look forward to helping you. For now, aloha and mahalo for watching.